شركاء وزارة التربية والتعليم مؤسسات عالمية، مؤسسات غير حكومية، ناس عندها رؤية وخبرة في التعليم في العالم كله، هم اللي بيكونوا شركاء مهمين جدا علشان التحول الرقمي وتطوير التعليم اللي بيحصل دلوقتي في مصر يكون بناء على هذه الشراكات. شخصيات مهمة كتيرة جدا موجودة النهاردة، واحنا بنحاول يعني على قد ما نقدر ننقل لكم الصورة دي عشان تبقوا معانا جوه الحدث، مشاركين في الورشة بطريقة أو بأخرى، نعرف مصر كانت فين، دلوقتي هي فين، عايزة تروح على فين. خلونا دلوقتي نتكلم مع حد مهم جدا الحقيقة، وهو من اليونيسف، ماسك قطاع التعليم مش بس في مصر، لكن هو كان ليه كمان يعني خبرات متعددة في دول كتيرة بيروح فيها علشان تطوير تعليمهم، وبرضه الرقمنة فيها كمان والتحول الرقمي اللي بيحصل. خلينا نشوف من خبرته هو شايف ايه الوضع في مصر. خلينا نرحب بضيفنا العزيز مستر شيراز شقرا, Chief of Education in the UNICEF. أهلا بحضرتك.
Thank you very much for having me. Hello.
Let me start. How do you see Egypt and the status of education now in Egypt?
So Egypt is a huge country with a huge education system. And like many education systems around the world, I've had the privilege of being able to support many countries around the world. It has great aspects to it and it has challenges. Some of the big challenges, and UNICEF has been very fortunate to be working with the Ministry of Education to help identify some of those big challenges. Some of those are around, have we got enough children in early years? So pre-primary, kindergarten education, we haven't. That means not all kids are ready for their primary school. Yes. A second are all children learning Arabic by the age of 10, 11, 12? Not enough are. That is the foundation for future learning. A big one is, do we have enough teachers and are they well trained? And then the last is one that we're here talking at this major conference today, is around how can we make technology a truly transformative agenda for education.
Yes, from what I understood so far, is that the transformation to digital content and to digitalize the education is one way to maybe solve many or maybe all of these challenges. We're going to use it in parallel to the other curriculums and to the classes and schools, everything. The classic way and traditional way of education is still ongoing, but we're adding the digital transformation to it. What does the digital transformation give to the education?
We are at an incredible stage in the world right now. And I think there's two things we have to think about for young people. One is technology is genuinely changing all of our lives. But actually, in many ways, schools remain the same as they were 100 years ago. The second is that the future that children are going to face is very different to the future that you and I are living in. The jobs are going to change, the market is going to change, the role of technology will change. For these two reasons, we absolutely need to put technology at the heart of education. So it's not actually about having technology on the side of a traditional education system. It is genuinely about thinking about how technology is a transformative tool to every element of education, from the way that teachers learn so that it can be the best for kids, from the way that children engage with content on their phones, on tablets, online, from the way in which a teacher considers him or herself as a facilitator that enables young people to see the world of knowledge rather than the sole person with the knowledge as they may once have been in the past. So I would love to see us, and I know the government has this vision, to really put technology at the heart of transformation in many different ways.
Yes. How is the world doing with this? Is Egypt falling behind? Are there already many countries that have moved ahead in this road in digitalization or transforming to technology? Or we are on schedule maybe?
Yes, I think Egypt is doing very well. I think the challenges that Egypt faces are very similar to many other countries. So what has Egypt achieved? Egypt has achieved quite large-scale investment in technology within schools, technological content, and fairly advanced technological solutions to support education. But the challenges, like many other countries, are the ones that actually are related to the experience within the classroom. So what do we have? A situation is many teachers are teaching in classrooms of 50 or 60 kids sometimes. Teachers may not always be as trained in all the technological tools that they have available to them. Children may not be fully aware of their opportunities and may not have, from their primary or preparatory education, be ready to take all the opportunities. So there are some of these more fundamental challenges that the Egypt education system needs to address. And so we need to bring these two things together.
Yes.
What is the potential of technology? And what do we need to address as the fundamental underlying challenges? How can we get more teachers into classrooms? How can we make sure that technology can support teaching more complex environments?
Yes.
How can we make sure that we use technology, some of the cutting edge technology that can really help that early stages of language learning and mathematical learning that put children in a really good place to the future. The last thing I'd like to say is how we need to think about teaching.
Yes.
And I think this is really important also for parents to be thinking about this.
Yes. This is my next question.
Yes.
Of course, parents, you need maybe parents and mothers to support this.
Yeah.
What do you want from parents?
I think the first thing to be thinking about is the kind of education that we want children to have. It's probably quite a different education to what we had when we were, I'm a parent of 3 kids, all under 10. It's going to be a different education. We want them to have an education when they are in control of their own learning, when they are making decisions about where they do their research, because we know that children have the world's knowledge at a press of a button. So we want to empower them. We want to help them think about that knowledge, how to be critical about understanding it, how to bring it together. Now that's a different dynamic. This is not a dynamic whereby the teacher is the all knowledgeable controller of the classroom. We need to, as parents, encourage our teachers to be that facilitator, to support a collaborative, caring, and inquisitive classroom. And I think parents have a huge role to play in that, to be able to encourage their kids to be questioning, encourage their kids to be constantly looking for information and finding out new things, because those are the encourage our kids to work with other kids to find solutions, because those are going to be the bedrock skills.
To ask questions all the time and look for the answers. Yeah. Thank you so much for this interview and welcome in Egypt, of course, and have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
شوف الحلقة كاملة من خلال تطبيق مدرستنا بلس. مدرستنا مستقبل يبدأ الآن.